Hey folks, Alpaca here, and today we're going to check out the changes that came with the new patch for Gray Zone Warfare, patch 0.3.5. There will be a link in the description below if you want to see the full patch notes. So the first thing we're going to talk about here is the performance improvements that come along with this patch. And that includes the update to Unreal Engine 5.5, allowing them to use parallelized rendering, significantly increasing performance on mid and lower end CPUs. They've also reduced VRAM usage by about 400 megabytes on all systems, and reduced RAM usage by about 2 gigabytes on all systems. And for you folks using FSR, they've updated to AMD FSR 4, so go check that out. Various performance, RAM, and VRAM optimizations, added an internal benchmarking tool to suggest optimal settings based on the player's hardware, focus on reducing hitching during gameplay. That's important over here. I have about 8 hours right now playing on the new patch, and I've definitely noticed a lot less hitching going on as I'm going through my game. And numerous crashes fixed. Now up on the screen you'll see this heat map provided by the devs, showing the performance difference overall from the prior patch to this patch. As you can see, your starter towns and your hotspots such as Fort Nerith, Tiger Bay, and Midnight Sapphire are looking a little more green. That means we're going to have a lot more performance in said areas. Now let's check out the AI changes. AI aiming has been completely reworked to simulate human-like aiming behavior that adapts dynamically based on multiple conditions: AI difficulty level, distance to target and the weapon's effective range, weather effects such as fog and rain intensity, AI health status and suppression levels, target movement, duration of target lock. Several actions can now break or modify AI's target lock, including target leaving the line of sight, AI switching to a new target, AI reloading, getting hit, becoming suppressed or stunned. The result is a more believable, less robotic AI behavior with reactions and accuracy that depend on the situation, weapon, and environment. In my few hours of playing the new patch, I've noticed that the AI does run away when shooting at them. They reposition. They do lose track of you when you break line of sight, so you can reposition. More intense gunfights, but overall, that is a little easier. But I think it's a good base for them to be adjusted from. Weapon audio rework. Shooting sounds have been tweaked for all weapons, with improved directional perception of shooting enemies and realistic behavior of sonic crack and shot sounds for all weapons. So now that means you hear the sonic crack before the gunshot. So that's a good fix. Check it out. Again, here's the before. And here's the after. You hear that sonic crack before the gunshot. Animations. Optimizing first-person movement animations in various ways reduce the impact of several animations on the first-person perspective to minimize excessive character movement and animation blending. First-person hand movement is now smoother and without glitches. The weapon sway was adjusted, making it more responsive when the player moves. As you can see in the vid in the background here, the movement is definitely a lot smoother in the camera when you're just tapping A and W. It's very nice. Speaking of weapon sway, here's the comparison video from the last patch compared to 0.3.5. As you can see, there's definitely a lot more sway going on with each step. In my few hours, it wasn't too bad. Definitely don't think it affected me too much. You'll definitely have to get on and try for yourself and see how you feel. And now for the big one, some recoil overhaul. Here, you can see a completely new recoil formula has been implemented to simulate the behavior of real firearms more accurately. The system adds the need for precise player input, greater weapon balance flexibility, and a more authentic feel during weapon customization. Full auto firearms now use a unique recoil pattern tied to each weapon's lower receiver. Recoil is now calculated using real physics and recoil energy computations. Introduced a gas factor to simulate differences between weapon types and barrel lengths. Muzzle brakes, suppressors, and gas blocks now feature new efficiency behaviors, reducing the impact of gas factor. Recoil control parts can further reduce remaining recoil. Aiming and movement states now affect recoil dynamically. ADS, crouch, and prone reduce recoil, while movement increase it based on speed. Gameplay and design. Added a new and improved death sequence from the first-person perspective. Upon death, the player's view now turns towards the approximate direction of the incoming shot. Improved the bullet penetration through the skull and bones. Headshots are now more lethal, and the increased bone penetration reduces cases of where AI NPCs absorbed hits with their arms. Additionally, increased blood splatter makes non-vital hits more impactful, reflecting greater direct blood loss. A new server region for mainland China. Added a new server region, mainland China, aimed at improving network quality for players in the area. The goal is to reduce latency and packet loss, providing a smoother experience with less rubber banding. The initial results look promising, and the region will undergo an extended testing phase to evaluate the performance and viability for long-term deployment. So mainland China, you're getting new servers. Definitely check them out. Across the screen now are a few more patch notes. If you want to see the full list of patch notes, I will have the link down in the description below. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the video. If you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe. We'll be doing more Gray Zone Warfare content along with some other things, but definitely tune in. Let us know what you think of the patch. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope to see you out in the world of Lemeng, where every move matters.